Joined at the intermission by Cape Breton Eagles third-year forward Brooklyn Kalmikov. Brooke, we're coming up on the halfway point of the season. What are your thoughts thus far in the year for the team and yourself?
For the team, we have some up and downs for sure. We started off pretty well since like a couple of weeks. It's been downhill, but we had a big win Saturday night against Halifax. Bounced back from that and want to finish strong before Christmas break, obviously. And for myself, I guess overall it's been pretty well, and I'm just going to try to continue that and bring that after Christmas.
And one story from that win is you get up on the line with Francis and Sokolov. How did you enjoy playing with those guys? I know you have a history playing with Francis.
Yeah, I was playing with Franny my 16 year. We've been together a lot. They're two unbelievable players. That's why they're on top of the league right now in our team, so they're good players to look up to, and I like playing with them. It was fun.
We've talked about it before. You come from a hockey family. Your father played hockey and was in the pros. Did you move around a lot as a kid with your dad, or was it more traveling to see him play?
Yeah, I was more traveling with my mom, places in Europe and stuff. I was like a kid, 2 or 3 years old, and I was following him with my mom a lot where I was playing.
You mentioned your mother. She's one of the most supportive fans in terms of traveling to see her son play. How important is that to have that support on the road?
Yeah, it's really important, well, for me, and I guess it helps the team out too, to have support for us, for the team, and it's a big thing for me to have my family there for me. Great support, and yeah, I love it.
Now, she mentioned to me as well that your dad played with Ivan's dad. Did you see any of the pictures of you two together as kids? I'm guessing you don't remember that.
I don't really remember, but my mom found a photo of me and him actually laying in the bed together with like a hockey stick or something. It was pretty funny.
How old would you have been then, do you know?
Actually, I have no idea right now.
It's not any time current, that's for sure. And also, too, probably the case for a lot of guys that play hockey, you were on skates at an early age. So do you remember learning to skate, or is it something that you were able to do it before you can remember?
Well, I actually sleeping with my skates when I was a kid also. So my first time I remember is with my dad when he was playing with, I forgot who, but after practice I actually went on the ice with him. I have a photo back home with him holding me behind me. It was pretty fun.
But you actually do remember it, though. It's not just a picture?
Yeah, no, I do remember it, actually, yeah.
Okay, it must have been a couple of years old then. A lot of changes to the team, which we're going to touch on momentarily. But I guess one change for you is first 2 years you were with the Eagles. You lived with Declan Smith, who's moved on to university. Tell us what he meant to your Q career.
He actually meant a lot for me because he's the one that introduced me to the Q. What is it like every single day, come to the rink and see what it's like to be with older guys, especially he was a 19-year-old when I first got at 16, and the year after he's a 20-year-old. I was looking up to him, and he helped me a lot during my 2 years here.
Just talking about meeting older players, I know you had the opportunity when you were younger to meet a lot of the members of the Montreal Canadiens. I saw pictures of you with Subban, Gianta, as well as Lars Eller. Tell us how exciting was that for a young guy?
When I was young, my uncle actually bought season tickets from Montreal. When I was young, I was living back home, obviously. I went to see a couple of Montreal games, and after the game, my mom told me to leave and actually to go, I don't know, I think it was Boston or something, after the game right away. So after the game, we just went to the airport, took a couple pictures. That was fun.
That's great. So you saw the Habs a bit growing up. Did you watch a lot of hockey in person? Because you would have been close to the Armadas rink as well. Did you go to their games?
I actually did, yeah, when I was young. Maybe when I was playing Pee Wee, Bantam, stuff like that. I just went there. Tickets are not that expensive, so
sure.
like 20 minutes out of where I live. I went to see them and just see what the Q looks like when I was younger. And I never thought I could actually play Nelly when I was younger, but now I kind of know it.
Any of those guys that you remember being your favorite players, maybe, that played for Blainville?
Maybe Philippe Sanche, that was our captain when I was young. Or I forgot his name, playing in the AHL right now. No, I forgot his name, actually.
It may not come to it. If you remember, just blurt it out at any point. Of course, talk about all the changes in Cape Breton. Jake Grimes coming in is one of the big changes. There's a great story about you and him being on the ice, just practicing one-timers. Tell us a little bit about that and maybe your relationship with him.
I think my relationship with him is actually very good. We've met each other since 5 months now. It's a very good connection with him. And I like just having tips from him, talk to him, and have a little connection. So I think it's fun, and yeah, I like to practice my one-timer there on that side. Ask him, and yeah, we do it.
And one of the other things we heard that you were working on was getting faster in the offseason. I know that was a big part of your offseason training. How do you think you've done? Do you feel like you're a lot quicker player on the ice? Yeah,
I think so. I think every year, since I'm 16 to 17 and 18, I think I've improved my skating every single year, and that's what I'm trying to focus on, because I know when you get to the next level, speed is one of the main things you need. So I'm trying to focus on every single summer.
Kind of staying on that topic, lastly, describe yourself as a player if someone hadn't seen you before, and how do you think you've evolved since you came into the league?
I'd say I'm a skilled player, likes to play offense, and obviously is responsible in the defensive zone. I like to score goals. Most people know that. I have a good shot. My skating's pretty good. I like to make plays.
Well, fans will hope to continue to see that progress down the road. Thanks for this, Brooke. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Play good.
That's Brooklyn Kalmikov joining us at the intermission. You're listening to CarStar, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.